We find that a lot of regulatory people are coming over from a research career, an engineering career, a clinical career. How is it that they transition, or you think is a logical way to transition into a regulatory profession?
I think there are a couple of things that I found worked for me, and I had to kind of find them on my own. The first is someone coming with a research background, whether it's a bench research background or a clinical research background, to be able to communicate clearly in that environment and understand what that brings to the regulatory table. I think it's also taking the time to understand what is this regulatory thing, not just what are the requirements for a submission, but what's the regulatory environment about? What's it trying to do? How does it relate to what I used to do? What parts of what I used to do fit right into that puzzle? And then what are the pieces that I need to learn more about? And it's really about self-education. It's about talking to everybody else. One of the things that happened at FDA, which was really very, very funny at the time, that I did, and I hadn't realized that I was doing it, is when I went in to be a drugs regulator, I talked to all the other people who were looking at the same submissions, whether they were pharmacologists or pharmacoepidemiologists or statisticians and the technology people, and I went and talked to everybody, and some of the people I worked with were kind of like, well, why are you talking to all those people? Well, to me, if you know what everyone else in the team is doing, you've got a much better chance of really understanding what your role is. And I think that's the key, is whatever you bring, understand who the other people are in the team, what they're bringing, and figure out how to work them together. And then you learn. And so you learn and grow, because the constant learning is one of the beauties of being in regulatory. You're always learning. You never know everything. You never know enough. You never know every aspect of the product or every aspect of the regulatory environment. And so it's constant growth and learning.